This past weekend we headed to Caprock Canyon State Park and Palo Duro State Park from Austin. It was a pretty long drive. We made some stops along the way. This was in Post, Texas. Let the dogs have a few minutes and got back on the road. Here we're headed to Kittiquay, to Caprock Canyon State Park. This is the visitor center as you enter the park. The park is known for their roaming bison, and sometimes they're right up here by the visitor center. You definitely want to stay as far away from them as you can. You don't want to get injured. That being said, we slowly turned around a corner in our car and a whole herd of them was walking right next to us. We stopped and were a little bit nervous, but they didn't seem to mind us. The park is also known for its prairie dog colony. They were so cute, I could have watched them all day. We just went ahead and did the scenic drive in the park, but you can also do lots of hiking, ride horses, mountain biking. You can camp there. There's also Lake Theo. It's just a small lake, no wake boating, fishing, swimming. And part of the park that's a little bit separate from this area is the trailway. It's about 64 miles of trails. Part of it goes through an old tunnel with bats, and just a really cool area to hike, bike, or ride horses. This is a scenic overlook. We headed out of the park, kept driving, made it up to Palo Duro. This is Dove's Rest Cabins where we were staying. They've got all kinds of lodging. We stayed in one of the smaller cabins. There are a couple of them right in a row here. The views are absolutely amazing, and they definitely have some larger cabins or houses to stay in that are really beautiful as well. They do have an EV charger. You just need to pop on the adapter and you're good to go. As we walked up to the cabin door, we saw a big herd of audads or Barbary sheep. It was absolutely amazing. They were really cool to see. This is our little cabin. It does have a full kitchenette. It was spotless and we loved staying here. I highly recommend this place. Stunning views for sunset. And this is the next morning's sunrise. I walked a couple minutes over to the patio area and it was just beautiful looking into the canyon. Said hello to a couple horses that were staying at the cabin area and headed into the park. We got there really early so that it wouldn't be too hot. It was also Memorial Day weekend, so there were a few people ahead of us, but it only took a couple minutes. But on the way out, the line was a bit longer, so get there early. Palo Duro is the second largest canyon in the US. It was really beautiful. You can drive through the park, you can hike, bike, ride horses, camp. We headed down, this is the big cave right here. We hiked the Juniper Riverside, part of it, and then part of the Juniper Cliffside Trail to that big cave. They've got a little sunscreen station. Definitely bring your sunscreen. I would actually also wear long sleeves and pants. There were some biting flies that were not fun, but it was absolutely beautiful. Here we are at the big cave. Looking out onto the beautiful colors of the canyon. Heading back to the car. We did go check out the glamping tents. They're right near the trading post, and they do allow dogs in these. So if you're looking for something dog friendly, check those out. They don't have restrooms. You've got to walk over here to the campground. It's not too far, but it's also not super close. This is the trading post right here. They've got snacks and souvenirs. We drove around the park a little bit more. We did have to check out the rim cabins. They are not dog friendly, but they're absolutely gorgeous. The view is, it just can't be beat. They are directly on the rim. It's a little scary even. I believe they're all being renovated right now. They do have a restroom, so, you know, not as rustic as the cow cabins in the other part of the park, but still, you know, they were built by the CCC, so they're pretty old, but just, you can't beat the views. This park also has Texas the Musical in the evenings in the summer. Check the schedule, but it's a really cool family-friendly event to do, something to do at night, and they've got a barbecue dinner beforehand if you want to do that. And this is El Coronado Lodge Visitor Center. This is a little scenic viewpoint right here. Lots of people taking pictures. And then you can actually drive down here toward the Visitor Center. It was closed when we got there, so definitely check the hours on that as well. And that was about it for the park for us. We headed back. We stopped at Sad Monkey Mercantile, a really cool little shop outside the park if you need snacks, drinks. They've got coffees, they have a little food truck and a really small dog park. All the goodies that you want for your trip. Headed back to check out the view from the patio area again. The next morning we did see one more aoudad on our way out. Ronnie was very intrigued. Saw a couple longhorns as well. And started the long drive back to Austin. It was a great trip and you should definitely check it out.